Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on my vanilla Minecraft server. And I've got some bad news. They haven't quite released 1.12 yet, so no concrete blocks. But I have been a little bit busy working on some design stuff. Now, I'm not 100% on it, but I really do like the feel of it. And I'm thinking over here is going to be our little harbor. Also, I was trying to decide what type of block to use for the roof of this, but I really don't want to use wood because I've done that before. And the other option would be stone, but I don't really want to use just stone for the roof. So I thought, why don't we try some nether brick? I kind of like it. It looks a little bit better from a distance. And it has a little, it feels like the roof is curved, but it's not actually curved. It's just the two angles. And after a certain point, I've got the, well, there's a middle part that goes up a little bit higher, as you can see. And because of, I should have brought more blocks. To prevent mob spawns, I was also thinking, why don't we just use some redstone and lay it down? And because of the way the roof pattern is, none of the redstone should go down the side of the block anywhere. So it should stay completely hidden. In fact, if I hadn't come up here, you probably wouldn't have never known that it was there. And then doing this for the ceiling. Now, the holes in the ceiling, that's actually deliberate. Because what I'm wanting to have is this effect, kind of a layered effect, where you can see up into the structure of the roof, but you can't really see all of it. And part of that is because I was thinking at first, with where the ring is that goes around for the villagers, it kind of lines up in the middle here, and I was thinking, nah, let's make it a little more subtle. And so I was thinking, you know, we could run it up there, and that's why I thought it would be good to have these giant openings, because you can see the track here. You can't quite tell that it's there from below, and so the idea is occasionally you might catch a glimpse of a villager going through here. And I thought that would be a pretty neat thing. Also, ow. Yeah, I've fallen off of this a few times. It's not high enough to kill you, but it does hurt a lot. When I'm doing the roof over here, I'm going to try and get Feather Falling 4 before I do that, because that would be a fall to the death. Also, I've laid out some more of the flooring pattern over here and ran out of sea lanterns. And then I used some glowstone that I had and ran out of glowstone. But I have the stone brick going around here, and I'm thinking about just kind of blending the two together, having the stone brick kind of take over. Because this side is where our actual storage is going to go, where the stone brick is. And just to help differentiate it and make it stand out a little bit better, stone brick. And I ran this all the way over here, and then I ran into the whole, well, the circle isn't actually even. It's an odd. And so we've got 3 on this side. But if we run over to the other way, it's 2 from the middle. It's very subtle. I really like mixing even and odd. I know they say you should either build it all evens or all odds. I like mixing the two. It makes it more interesting and gives you more flexibility with your patterns and whatnot if you have both even and odd. Like for the first season, the castle, or, well, it's not really a castle, the Great Hall entryway, the front wall of the Great Hall is an odd, the door is an even, but unless you look really closely, you can't really tell. And, of course, it's a little bit more obvious there than it would be in some other places. Just to try to blend the two together. And before I started recording this, I was thinking, I was thinking that this would probably be a good place for a docks, because it's kind of sheltered and it's in between. And then I had the thought of, what if we just have this part completely exposed with the roof over top? So I think we might do that, but we're not going to do that today. You can see a couple of things in my inventory here. We have a bed, flint and steel, and some obsidian, meaning we got some more places to go find. Actually, we need to take our boat. We need two major things that are in other biomes, which I might stall here for a minute. We're going to need, because the floor pattern, because the floor pattern is using the new terracotta blocks, the glazed terracotta, we're going to need hardened clay. And so one of the things to go to today is to go find a mesa. And I have coordinates. I have them on my other screen, but I also have them written down. Third page. Yeah, I haven't updated all of this, but basically we've got most of our basic nether portals set up. Did the egg farm. I've got that set up. I got a basic one of those. We got one of those. Although I'm going to probably end up doing something a little different for over here. The dual zombie farm I haven't messed with. Witch farm, I'm not sure if I'm going to do one of those. Or I was also thinking we could do a regular hostile mob farm this season. Iron Titan, we actually ended up doing a different farm. But yeah, haven't been there yet. There have been, both monuments are conquered. The interiors are drained. At some point, I'm going to set up a temporary farm inside one of them. But the outside is still there. And then basic farms at the spawn town or the communal area. I do have that. I want to rebuild those using iron blocks. Next page. Villager breeder. I've got the basic one. I threw that one together mostly to get villagers. Not just for starting for the trading hall, but also so we could have villagers for the iron farm. And then, oops, there's like 3 pages of stuff typed. Oh well, I don't know that there is a limit. There probably is, but it's really high. Really high. Trading hall. Now, I think what I'm going to do for the trading hall area is go ahead and build a box under it at some point. And then go ahead and drop it down. So, because I really don't like having the villagers be up that high. Sure, I don't mind running them around and then way high up, have them go around the roof of the room and then go over there. But for the actual trade hall itself, I was thinking we should, especially with that pattern, right now they'd be blocking half the windows. I want to bring it down about 3 blocks, I think. Yeah, 3 blocks. So, now there's the block sounds. I did turn the volume up for this because we got a lot of exploring to do, but I wanted to be able to basically just walk right up to the guys from the floor level. And I don't mind this being on the floor, but just walk up right to them and say, oh, you can trade 9 iron for an emerald, which is actually not a bad deal now that we have the iron farm going. Here, have some iron. I wonder how many people know that. I know years ago in a single-player world, Tango was wanting to do villager trading for emeralds for stuff. With what I know now, that's actually a really good trade because you get lots and lots of iron with your iron farm, and yeah. Basically, the other 2 things on that page, we've got an ice plane spikes to get to and a mesa to get to, and I'm kind of debating on how I want to do this. I kind of need to go both over the overworld and through the nether. So, yeah. Actually, we're getting long on our recording time already for this segment. Oops. Can I sleep yet? No. Why do not sleep? I was thinking it'd be good to go ahead and sleep first before we go, because we've got a long ways to go, but we also have a lot of ocean to cross. Which is also why I brought the bed with me. Now, when we go there, I'm going to take the boat with us along with the bed. Because, yeah, living. That pesky desire to not die 6 kilometers from home. Yes. Yeah. Come on. Can I sleep it? No. I want to take you guys up through at least landing on shore over there. So I was thinking they would have the actual 1.12 update ready. And they didn't. It's just been another pre-release. Pre-release 3. There might be a pre-release 4, or it might be the full release tomorrow. I'm not sure. Well, tomorrow from recording this, from the perspective of this video, 1.12 might be fully out. I don't know. But anywho, let's see. We need to go 6,000 would be that way, right? Yeah. So the ice spikes is a little north and way east, and then we head way south and further east. Yay! I had this idea last season. Originally, I started copying somebody from YouTube that would use signs to write out whatever it is they were wanting to do, or video ideas, different things that need to be done. And then in modded, frequently, you can do the same thing, and they also have clipboards. And then I was thinking, you know, there are book and quill in vanilla. You can use that to record your whatever. And so towards the end of last season, I started using one of those. We got a long ways to go. Jeez. Well, obviously, I don't want to record the whole time here, but this may end up being a bit longer of an episode. I don't know if it's possible to get there by boat. I don't think so. Somewhere over here there's a swamp as well. 34 minus 260 something. Yeah, while we're on our way, why don't we go ahead and slap down a go ahead and write this down in the book in game. But I'll have to calculate this off camera, but 34, 32 minus 264. 264. While we're here, go ahead and put the overworld portal for that, since we're kind of sort of going to be going by. And hopefully we don't get, you know, totally killed by the witch. Because that was one of the changes, I want to say 1.10. It might have been 1.11 where they updated it to where every witch hut spawns one witch initially that never despawns. So at least that's where the coordinates are that I have written down. I know you guys can't see it, but on my monitor to my left, I have a notepad document open with a bunch of stuff. Yeah. I keep forgetting how far away it really is to that. How far can we go? Ooh, village. No, we're not here to sightsee. I don't look like there's anything good anyways. I'm not seeing a blacksmith. Which would be the one building that you really want in your village, because it's the one with the loot. I was thinking about the update, and there's two downsides to it. Number one being that I will use Optifine for a while. The other being that I actually have a modded a modded instance in MCEdit set up specifically for things on the server, and it's 1.11.2, and I have to wait until Forge updates. Let's go this way. Anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut here. I shall bring you guys back in for the lighting of the different portals. See you in a bit. Found it. Let's see, where should I put this portal? Probably get moved, so. 1, 2, 3. Ow. Which farm portal is lit? Anybody home? I see you. You will be getting evicted, but not yet. Not today. Alright, we gotta carry on for another 3 kilometers in this early direction. Preferably without dying. See you again. I'm gonna go ahead and get. And I'll see you then. I know it's not a portal lighting, but we're getting close. And I ran across this village just outside of a taiga. So I thought I'd bring you guys in for. You can keep that. But also, we're now to the point where we can get some spruce. Only one sapling. Come on. Give me more than that. I'm even fortune 3ing you guys. Come on. A little bit of spruce wood. I'm not entirely sure if there is a dark oak forest, but I thought I would share this moment with you. And I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and I'll bring you guys back at the ice plains. Still not quite there yet, but I did pass the sunflower plains, and I think the thing with the 2 tall flowers still works in bone meal. But this is why we brought our boat. I just thought I'd bring you guys in real quick for this. Yeah. I don't know how much water there is between here and there exactly. I mean, I have looked at it on emits, but that doesn't really tell you what the terrain is very well. It gives you a rough idea. So, anyways, our next clip should be me lighting the portal or at the portal. Looks like we might be heading into ice plains at this point, which is promising, or cold taiga. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes. My time. I spy something gorgeous in the distance here. Ice spikes, here we come. Now, being me, I like to get the portal as close to the coordinates that I have written down. So, it might not be exactly centered anywhere here. But this is, yes, we need this for our redstone stuff. Oh, this is glorious. Let's see now. 6098. This is an interesting transition right here. Flower forest, where we can gather some of these and some of these. We might make a flower farm. I've never done that. 60. Whoop. And 1050. That's right on the water. No, not on the water. Right here. Right here. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And 1 there. Like that. Over here, let's grab a little bit. A a little bit and then grab a nap because we'll die if we don't. Anyways, that'll do this segment. We'll be back at the mesa, hopefully. Had to hit the record button. It's almost nighttime, but I see dark oak. We might have all the wood variants, people. I think we do. Either that or that's an odd-looking swamp. One or the other. Now, I know because I've been taking the bed with me, if I die, I will be back at spawn. Come on. This is both going to be highly dangerous and worth it. Unfortunately, you do need 4 saplings. Could it get any more nighttime? But yeah, I just thought I would share that with you guys. I had to go AFK for a minute, and so I switched. Just temporarily, I do that since I have op. If I didn't have op, I would probably bury myself in a hole or log off. But I'll be back. And we're coming in to our last destination. But this is what we need right here. In order to do glazed terracotta, you need clay. Or as they've changed the name to now, regular terracotta. Now, where will the portal go? If it's in a really stupid location, I may move it. 90, 99, 3,000. Okay, let's, how about we don't put it there, we put it up here instead. Usually you have a little bit of leeway. 1, 2, 3. But we made it, and we have 6 obsidian to spare. Anyways, I need to wander on home, but I also think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here with a collection of a little bit of hardened clay. In any event, I do hope you enjoyed this somewhat longer episode. If you did, if you did enjoy it, do be sure to hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, then do make sure to subscribe. And you can subscribe by clicking my little Minecraft guy's face on the screen. And you can also check out some of the other videos of mine as well. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.